What's going on, guys? Gonna be doing a breakdown of ERROL Spence body language when he's asked by Max Kellerman if he wants to fight Terence Crawford. Every time he's asked to fight Terence Crawford, he lowers his voice. He doesn't seem too sure, or he tries to downplay Terence Crawford. To be honest, Terence Crawford does the same thing for ERROL Spence in the interview as well. Okay, check this out. When ERROL Spence is asked about Keith Thurman, he starts to smile. He gets real excited. He gets real amped up, because he believes he could probably walk Keith Thurman down, Keith Thurman being a smaller guy, and just beat him up. But when he's asked about Terence Crawford, watch how his body language changes.
Guys like you, I mean special talents, this question, whenever I have fighter meetings with them, Terence Crawford, Vasily Lomachenko, when you survey the landscape, and I'm not just talking about other good fighters, because real super fights can't be promoted into existence. Dust settles, two dudes are left standing. Mayweather, Pacquiao, Ali, Frazier,
we
right?
Know you know
Leonard
your boxing.
Hagler. The point is, I'm talking to ERROL Spence.
Ask the question. We
Don't
know
worry
you
about
know
what
boxing.
I do. You do what you do. You do what you do. Point is, when you survey the landscape.
Now, notice when Max Kellerman is talking, ERROL Spence knows exactly what Max Kellerman is talking about, but instead of mentioning Terence Crawford, he says Keith Thurman. Listen.
I feel like, that's the best fight right now. That's the easiest fight to be made. We both had the same managers fight on the same network, so why not do it?
You sound to me like you saying that Keith Thurman is avoiding you. Is that what you're saying on national television?
I'm saying
See how serious ERROL Spence gets whenever Keith Thurman is being mentioned? Wait till Max Kellerman comes back and mentions Terence Crawford. Watch how his body language changes, how he lowers his voice and tries to downplay Terence Crawford.
Keith Thurman's a good fighter. He's a very good fighter. He's talented, he's accomplished, and he's won some tough fights. But when I say super fight, I'm talking about that dude. That's going to be my legacy fight, because he's like me. I'm a special talent, and he's just a little different than everybody else. Who is that guy in or around your weight class? Because I have an answer for that question. I think Stephen A. has the same answer. What's your answer to that question?
I mean, I really just don't know right now. For right now, it looks like Keith Thurman. I really don't know right now.
You don't
Maybe
see
I know
Terence
what you're trying
Crawford?
to get to. You're probably trying to say Terence Crawford.
Yes.
That fight's going to happen. Hopefully he beats Jeff Horn and gets that belt. And like I said, I want to be undisputed welterweight champion.
You guys seen a little chuckle from ERROL Spence? Because he knew exactly what Max Kellerman was talking about, but he still kept mentioning Keith Thurman. It's like he tries to avoid the Terence Crawford topic. He knows that's probably going to be his toughest fight. I'm sure ERROL Spence isn't retarded. He knows Crawford's going to be his toughest fight when they do fight pay-per-view. Now listen to ERROL Spence talk about Terence Crawford and if he's going to be good at 147 or not. ERROL Spence, I'm sure ERROL Spence studies Terence Crawford because he knows that's like the hardest fight he'll ever have to fight in his career. That's a fight he could possibly lose. He knows that. He studied this guy. If he doesn't study this guy, he's an idiot, because Terence Crawford wants to be great. He wants an ERROL Spence fight. ERROL Spence tries to downplay Terence Crawford, saying he hasn't proven himself. The same thing Keith Thurman was saying to ERROL Spence. Now ERROL Spence is saying that to Terence Crawford. These guys are hilarious, man.
Hold it. Are you trying to say that Terence Crawford, listen, forget about fighting me. You need to show that you can handle the other cats at 147 before you even think about me. I don't want to put words in your mouth. Is that what you're saying?
Man, oh man. ERROL Spence is on national television saying Crawford needs to prove himself before he can be considered as one of the top dogs at 147. And he's talking about he starts off with Jeff Horn. ERROL Spence is trying to downplay Terence Crawford. He knows how good this guy is. He knows he doesn't need to prove himself. But he's using a Keith Thurman tactic, which is hilarious.
Jeff Horn, he's a rough, rugged fighter. I mean, Jeff Horn always comes to fight.